Happy trading, happy Wednesday. Ain't nothing better to do on a Wednesday than to trade. Let's go over all our trades for the day. Let's start with Walmart. So, what we did is first trade we waited for a while. We saw a bull 180 right here. We sold, we let it drop. It was coming back, piled in here because we thought it was a thread bar takeout. Expecting a larger move, twice the size of here. Went against us, stopped out. More than likely, probably could have got out a little sooner. Could have got out here. Could have held on a little bit more. See if the support 20, if we would have used a 2 bar cross on the 20, maybe that would have kept us in and we could have got a little bit here, but for the most part, hey, Fab Four, Bull 180 off of it. Could have got in sooner. That would have made the play a little bit better. If you got in sooner, you would have took profit here, let just a lot ride back, and then maybe get in here. But I'm not opposed to how that was played. At least if you look at it on a 2 minute. Now, if you look at it on the 5 minute and we draw that same scenario, we're looking at a three-finger spread. And what's our rule? Well, we take three-finger spread bull 180s on the 5. We don't take it on the 2, we take it on the 5. So if you're looking at that, this would have been our buy situation, and we would have rode it up here. So granted, I'm okay with playing this the way I played it. I have no problem with it. I'm comfortable with it. On the 2. Now, on the 5, I see my flaws. And that's why it's a beautiful thing to use multiple time frames. Before I got into the Oliver Velez method, I was on the triple time frame where the long, medium, short, and then you would wait for a divergence on the medium and then get in it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that same principle can be applied while you use Oliver's method. And I think that will help explain things a little bit. Because even just looking at this bar right here, um, we're expecting a pretty large move down, but this shows it was going to come back up. Now, I wouldn't have expected it all the way up, but you could have expected 50%, So that's how I played Walmart. Let's go over Uber, how I played Uber. Uh, so my next play was Uber, and Oliver kind of grilled us for playing Uber. Um, I thought it was a dead count bounce. to be quite honest with you. Uh, I saw this, and then I saw a green bar takeout with another one, and I figured it was going to bounce up and then go down, right? So what I did is I sold here, and then on the color change here, I added a little late, but I added, and then I said this was a color change, which that was dumb. Um, but my real mistake was I did a stop and reverse I didn't do a stop and reverse. I just got out. At this point, I got out. But the fact that I got in here, I added here and I added here, and I didn't get out till here. I mean, my get out should have been on this uh, tail bar right here, because that's a tail bar off a flat 200. And for Oliver's strategy, we're always going for igniting moves, and this right here is the first igniting move of the change of direction, and that's what we're really trying to get at. So, and one of the highlights for this, um, for my mistake, was NPR. So, name it. What would this? I didn't even know what to name it. I guess you could have named this the elephant bar. Position, it was in bad position, so I wouldn't have took it. And then risk it. I would have risked it good, but this would have been a 2 out of 3 on NPR. So that's a bad trade. Shouldn't take it. In our code reviews, or not code, I always say code reviews. In these trade reviews, I'm going to start only doing A plus setups. Um, well, maybe. I don't know. Oliver explained how the big boys trade today, and I was fascinated with it. I wouldn't mind playing the market like a market maker, but I'd only trade one stock if I did it. Oh well, we'll think about it later. But this was supposed to be the stop and reverse right here. And if you would have stopped and reversed here, this thing went up the rest of the day. Look at this. You could have just rode the 5. That would have been a super profit. So you saw how we missed the first move. I'm okay with how we missed the first move. This one, Oliver really made fun of a lot of us for even taking this. So I don't know. I mean, I thought this was dead cat bounce. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. But I guess it's because it's into support, and maybe the 15 over here gives us some indicator. But I'm looking at this big old bar, and I'm like, things are gonna go down, aren't they? And they did. So we missed that stop and reverse. So that's 2 bad trades at that point, right? So we're looking, you know, we got to make a good trade now. So next we get into CVX, and we're not going to go over how it opened. We'll do that on the second part. But so our next trade's right here, and this is kind of like a little scalp. And the only reason we played it was because of this bar change, this um, color change right here, and we figured it was riding the 8, and we thought it was going to be able to ride for a while, but it just didn't. There was no oomph. So to explain that, just I guess it took too much time for there to not be a move, and then we just got out, or and it just couldn't really get past this on the 2 minute, the 20 MA. So we got a little bit of our money back at this point, right? So now we're like, okay, let's make a bigger play and let's get it all back. And that we shouldn't play like that, but we were just I'm just telling you how I was thinking. Oliver went over that too. Is like you guys shouldn't be trading like you're gonna get back. You should be trading like the rules. So I mean, you know, when boss man talks, you listen. It's just it's easy for him to do it. It's hard. I think it's harder than it is. So this was another move that someone else took. Oh man, I should have known this one wasn't gonna work. So I told myself, right? Let's make this one a little littler. So I told myself if it's a trifecta, one, two. Remember, this can be played as a trifecta right here. If it's a trifecta, we're not going to play it down like we tried right here. We tried to do the bull 180 reversal. We thought that was a big enough bar. And we played it on the 5 minutes because you only play bull 180s on the 5 minute if it's a three finger spread. That's at least my rule. One, two, three. So that looked like that was we were getting excited and it went right against us. We added more, and then now we were stopped out for the day. Exactly maximum day and a few dollars. So technically only lost a few dollars, but if you want to be real technical, in the first trade in Walmart, our maximum loss should have been 1/4 of our maximum loss for the day, and we had it at 1/2. So probably going to make our maximum losses 1/4 of our daily max. That way, we have at least four shots because you see here, this is four shots, and these were four quality shots. These are four quality shots. Granted, you know, Oliver said Walmart was the dumbest. Oh man, that one hurt. I ain't gonna lie, that one hurt. So okay, now let's go back and let's go through all the stocks, and we'll just do it quickly. Um, so here's the opening of C. The way you would have looked at C is I would say you do Fab Four here. Remember the dot or the previous close. I like to say it can be counted as a 200, and we could say, hey, we're not going to include the 200 on this one. Jan calls it a three-way box. I like that. So a three box, three anchored box. Delete that. Elephant bar. That was a great play. Any other great plays for the day on this one? This looks like a significant play, but it's into support. I would probably ignore it. Looks like I should have played it. So this was significant off the 20. One push, two push. There's another whale. That's a significant bar right there. Let's buy that, set the stop. That's a significant bar. Let's stop there. Let's buy here. This is position of power. We should have known. We had to play that just here, or at least a flat 20. So now we're in position of power. We're going to play this off the position of power. Nope. Wow. Position of power off the 200. Set the stop. That would have been a great trade. And then you also have three finger. Remember, you probably want to look at the 5 minute for that, but we're just going over the stock. Write it down. And then we're at the end of the day. Man, C was nice today. Let's go to CVX. Let's see what it looked like. It looks similar, so we're saying, hey, it's probably a flowy state. This would have gave me the indication of a sell, but it's in the wrong location. We ignore it until we get a red bar or green bar takeout. We could count this as a green bar takeout, ride it to the 20. Remember, we're still in a position of power off the 20, off the 20. Looks like nothing's working there. The 20's kind of flat, probably going to range. So let it ride till it breaks it. Does it respect the 20? Nope. Maybe. Narrow state. We got our elephant bar. Ride it down. Probably could have got in here and got that one. That would have been a nice whale. And now towards the end of the day, things get a little crazy. Get a bull 180. And you get a bull 180 off of a flat 200. So let's go to Intel. Flat Fab Four. You get the elephant bar. Remember to check the 5. The 5 looks exactly like the 2. That means you check the 15. Ooh, you can play the 200 like, or the previous close like the 200 if you want. You got the elephant bar. You got the elephant bar. You got the elephant bar. You ride that thing all day. You ride that thing all day. We don't even have to talk about this one. Don't be a dummy like me and try to play it down. Okay, let's look at Mark. Avoided Mark because he robbed me yesterday. But let's look at position of power. Relatively large elephant bar off of the 200. You can play that up, leave a lot, let it fall down. We missed this. I remember seeing that and didn't get that. Uh, and it was 50 and it got to a new high. As you can see, that might have been a significant bar. That definitely was. Sell that. Let it ride. Came up. This was definitely a bull 180. Elephant bar. off the 20. Elephant bar off the 20. Dang, look at that. Elephant bar combo down to the 200. End of the day. Next stock, we're looking Uber. Oh, man. We went over the morning. This was the rough one for me. But then it just rode up all day. Yeah, because this is a bull 180. Expect that to ride up. And what we do is we look, does the 5 look like the 2? Bull 180. Bull 180. Now the check is the 15. Well, technically bull 180. That's going to be a move. So let's just go to Walmart. Walmart. Oh, I would say Fab. I would say this is the Fab Four here, and I would avoid all of this. You could play this down, avoid this nonsense. Wait till after the 30 minutes. Okay, now we're just back at it. I might have played this bull A at 180 off of a flat 200. Never got a move. Played that down. Stop and reverse. Full 180, three fingers spread. Remember, only look for that on the 5 minute. I'm just going over it on the 2 minute. This is X-ray vision. Be careful. Be careful when I bring out the X-ray goggles. And then it's to the moon for the rest of the day. All right. Well, we got a Hornets game tonight, so I'm going to be plugged in. Let's go, Mellow Con, the Don, B. Miller, Miles, and the Wall, the K Wall. I think he's playing. I don't know. Have a nice one. Deuces. See you tomorrow. Keep on trading.